Why does she always look like she's running in slow-mo?
You see it too?
She always looks wet, but not too wet.
Right. She's the reason I believe in God.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. Politics makes for strange bedfellows, but not even I was counting on a threesome between Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, and Donald Trump. But here we are. Let's get started. Megyn Kelly is wearing a MAGA hat and a bikini in a recent photo that she posted this weekend that has the entire internet set ablaze. Thank you for a huge week on the Megyn Kelly Show. In Miami, celebrating my friend's birthday. Great weekend. Be back on Monday, she says, posting this photo of a MAGA hat. Is it a MAGA hat? Let's check the tape here. Okay, zooming on in. Nope. It actually says make women female again, Megyn Kelly. But it is a MAGA hat style. I mean, obviously this is the most famous style hat, and it's the red color of the MAGA hat. So it's like a pivot on the MAGA hat. Technically, for Megyn Kelly, she has set the internet ablaze by a red MAGA hat style bikini photo, make women female again. Megyn Kelly wore essentially a MAGA hat as it pertains to her speaking out against the transgender issue on her daily show, as she does regularly. Megyn Kelly has been going in hard against Dylan Mulvaney, and now is sort of wearing MAGA swag here. There it is. Now, this is, of course, very interesting because Megyn Kelly has feuded with Donald Trump quite a bit. It started back in the day when Megyn Kelly asked Donald Trump this question during the first presidential debate in 2016. And it is a quite famous question. Arguably Donald Trump's most famous clip during the election cycle. Arguably, one of the top three.
One of the things people love about you is you speak your mind and you don't use a politician's filter. However, that is not without its downsides, in particular when it comes to women. You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
No, it wasn't.
The day politics changed forever. The day politics changed forever. Okay? It's never going back. Now, Donald Trump went on to talk about Megyn Kelly on CNN with now fired and disgraced Don Lemon. It's like looking through a time capsule of an alternate universe. Look at Don Lemon and Donald Trump talking together on a show on CNN. Wild.
Kelly, because you brought her up. She did push you, pushed a lot of people. But what is it with you and Megyn Kelly?
Well, I just don't respect her as a journalist. I have no respect for her. I don't think she's very good. I think she's highly overrated. But when I came out there, what am I doing? I'm not getting paid for this. I go out there and, they start saying, lift up arm if you're going to, I didn't know there'd be 24 million people. I figured, but I knew it was going to be a big crowd because I get big crowds. I get ratings. They call me the ratings machine. So I have, she gets out and she starts asking me all sorts of ridiculous questions. And, you could see there was blood coming out of her eyes, blood coming out of her wherever. But she was, in my opinion, she was off base.
Oh, my. Okay, so that got Donald Trump in a bit of trouble. That is the famous Donald Trump bloodline when it comes to Megyn Kelly. But it seems as though things have mended, and now Megyn Kelly is wearing a MAGA hat. Now Megyn Kelly wears the MAGA hat proudly. And also, Donald Trump reposts Megyn Kelly videos saying DeSantis can't win in 2024 face-off. So, all right, there you go. Here's Donald Trump. Donald Trump on Truth Social saying, hey, listen, it's not going to be a race. He's going to win. Tension between President Trump and DeSantis coming to a boil. Trump fired the latest shot in a political skirmish, posting a Megyn Kelly clip declaring DeSantis has no shot of topping Trump. I agree, wrote Trump on Truth Social. So there you go. Now here's Donald Trump. So Donald Trump's now posting Megyn Kelly clips. What a world. What a world we've lived in. Now, Megyn Kelly used to be a host at Fox News. She then went from Fox to NBC. And then she left NBC and, went and raised her kids, does a podcast, has a great time. I have nothing against Megyn Kelly. Interesting times, and life is long, right? But Megyn Kelly was being hit pretty hard by Keith Olberman for being fired from Fox News in this last week as it pertains to the Tucker Carlson firing. Keith Olberman being like, why are you talking about this? Because you've been fired from Fox News. Megyn Kelly had an absolute diabolical body bag to put Keith Olberman in for those comments.
Keith Olberman was saying similar things, comparing Tucker to a Nazi. He also, for good measure, decided to tweet about me because I said Tucker is going to be better off without Fox, and said something to the effect of, you got fired from Fox and NBC. What would you know about it? So first of all, you misstate the circumstances of my departure from NBC, sir. That's all I'm allowed to say about it. And as for Fox, there were widely reported facts that I was offered $100 million to stay there. But the record's very clear that I left voluntarily because I wanted to raise my family, something you don't know anything about, because no one would marry you and you have no children. You have a cold, lonely life in which you become a bitter, bitter man, something I wouldn't know anything about because my life is joyful and I've managed to raise my own children. And someday I hope you have that pleasure, but I don't have high hopes it's going to happen.
Okay. Yeah, diabolical body bag is how it's being described. Megyn Kelly is now coming to the aid and support of Tucker Carlson. Megyn Kelly has talked a lot about this, of course, knowing inside and out of corporate TV, corporate cable networks, and some of the most wicked industries in America, man. I can tell you, corporate television and corporate TV is a rough blood sport. Fox News recently leaked a behind-the-scenes video of Tucker Carlson, leaked it to Media Matters, of all places. Just shows you how diabolical these people truly are. This is the video down here of Tucker Carlson allegedly talking about an interview with Andrew Tate. Fox News is the only people that would have access to this. This is the only people who would have access to this. Fox News has the cameras in Tucker's studio. They have the uplink. This is obvious that this was the people who leaked this, and so now Fox News is going to war with Tucker. Megyn Kelly retweeted this tweet saying, Fox, having leaked off-air video to the New York Times and now leaking to Media Matters, this is a way to lose a PR war with your talent. Yeah, that's the truth, man. Megyn Kelly, of course, then supporting Tucker Carlson in that, and has been roundly supporting Tucker Carlson. So, Donald Trump and Megyn Kelly on good terms again? Is there going to be a Donald Trump-Megyn Kelly interview 2.0? Whew, we'll see. More Rosie O'Donnell jokes? I don't know, man. Megyn Kelly, of course, coming to the defense of Tucker Carlson, and doing so more thoroughly in this clip here about the explanation of what's really happening at Fox News.
I want to, I think, break some news for you. Tucker Carlson hasn't actually been fired. He's still an employee of the Fox News channel. What happened was Suzanne Scott called him, she's the CEO, on Monday morning and said he was not going to be allowed to do any more shows and that he had been kicked out of his company email. And now they're going to have to negotiate an exit. Some reporting to me suggests that she said it's going to be an amicable parting. Right, isn't it? Completely catching Tucker off guard. But Tucker's not fired. That's my information. That he still needs to negotiate the exit, and that right now he's not free to launch a podcast or a digital show or negotiate with other employers at all because he's still under contract. They pulled his show off the air. They also fired his executive producer, Justin Wells. And though he tried to find out why, they wouldn't tell him. They refused to tell him why. I mean, to me, that's just so disheartening. He'd been at the company for years. He'd been in the prime time for 7 years and saw Fox News through one of the most difficult times in its history, the immediate era post Roger Ailes, where they didn't know left from right. They didn't know up from down. They really didn't have strong management leading the company. And they had lost two of their biggest stars, Bill O'Reilly and me, at least at that time. So Tucker takes over. It's a huge order, that he was given, and he did it. He smashed the ball out of the park, and he took a lot of risks, and he was heterodox. He pushed against the orthodoxy on so many different things. And typically Fox News liked that. So why? Why now? What was it that led them to treat their number one star with such disdain. I mean, dripping disdain, to the point where he can no longer access his email. He doesn't get to tell his own team. He doesn't get to say goodbye. I mean, it's absolutely disrespectful to him. And unlike Don Lemon, he hadn't been immersed in controversy after controversy inside the building against his own colleagues. Yes, the leftist media had been coming after him repeatedly. And in the case of Dominion, to some extent, lawyers, though he wasn't their primary focus. So what was it? What would make your own company turn against you like that? The Fox News audience is clearly mad, and I don't blame them. It'll be interesting to see what the ratings were for the 8 p.m. hour last night. Brian Kilmeade hosted it. It's a rotating cast for now. And we'll see what they decide to do there. It's not Brian's fault. I mean, here's Brian, FYI. Here he is in a moment where he is kind of acknowledging what happened. I'll just play you the 14 seconds. It's SOT 21.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Fox News Tonight. I am Brian Kilmeade. As you probably have heard, Fox News and Tucker Carlson have agreed to part ways. I wish Tucker the best. I'm great friends with Tucker and always will be. But right now, it's time for Fox News Tonight, so let's get started.
Kilmeade's a sweet guy, and he's a company man. I'm sure he wasn't thrilled to be asked to do that show on that particular day, but he did it. He's a loyal employee. And Fox News is banking on its audience not leaving it, on its audience being more in love with the Fox News brand than they were with Tucker. And we'll see. We'll see whether or not that's true. But I just think the way they handled it was disrespectful and gross. And I think Tucker Carlson deserved better. I certainly hope that he uses Brian Friedman, my old lawyer, to get the remainder of his contract. The Wall Street Journal reporting that Tucker was making around $20 million a year and that they will pay him out on his deal. I don't know when it expired, but he was in the process reportedly of negotiating a renewal. So they should pay him out, and they should let him out of his non-compete so he can go out there and get his voice on the air now when his audience will most be missing it.
Thank you for watching. Our channel's here to meme the libs until they cry and then to meme them crying. Their tears, they taste just like sweet, delicious ice cream. Salty, too. We ridicule the establishment and the libs because of you. Your support keeps us going. So if you like what you saw, please punch the subscribe button, click like, and ring the little bell so that you know when we're live. Don't you want to know when we're live? And make sure that you subscribe to our email list just in case the plug gets pulled, as tends to happen. If you want to see more of our videos, click here or here. My name is Benny Johnson. Stay free, base patriots.